This is Saucers of the Illuminati by Jim Keith, the late Jim Keith. Jim Keith wrote a lot of stuff in the late 90s, mid to late 90s, and he is alleged to have been the mysterious Commander X. This was published in, I want to say like 98 or so, 1999, and then reprinted in 2004. This is a little different take on a lot of Jim Keith's work was all over the place, mind control, New World Order stuff, and this is especially interesting because he kind of takes a step back and looks at the flying saucer phenomenon or the UFO phenomenon as what he believes is these are advanced technology being used by the Illuminati for some kind of massive New World Order takeover. This is pretty good for what its time. I mean, he puts out some pretty good information. I have dog-eared it liberally throughout. Lots of good information, but the tie-ins with a lot of occult groups is in here. There's a lot of good stuff, and if you haven't looked at this particular angle, the Saucers for the Illuminati, the title is very sensational, but the idea is not. The idea is very old, going all the way back to H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds, that a lot of the elite movers and shakers in society thought that the way to really bring about a one world government and really get everybody on the same page with that would be to stage what appeared to be a takeover by aliens or an attack by an alien civilization. That the idea being that if aliens or really advanced craft appeared to be attacking major cities, that this would immediately get everybody rallied around this central cause of humanity, protecting humanity, and everyone would have to unite under this cause to run the aliens off. So there's a fair amount of work like H.G. Wells, the writing of H.G. Wells, and the War of the Worlds broadcast. There's rumors that was actually done, and it has been done in several places as kind of a test to see how people would respond to this. Would they take something that was just presented by radio and react to it as though it was a real event? And of course, they did. So really interesting theories there. I don't recall him discussing Project Bluebeam in this book, but around the same time, there was a Canadian researcher by the name of Sergei Monast, I believe, who discovered a program called Project Bluebeam that dovetails with this, the whole idea of using high technology to fake a massive religious event on a world scale that would cause everyone to believe that all their religious prophecies were coming true, and then again unite everyone under this new one world religion. So really interesting. I think Jim Keith's take on this here, again, if you get past some of the sensational angle, that he always had a very kind of over the top style with some of this stuff, but there's some good information in here, and I think this is a good companion book to UFO Revelation, and I'll link that at the end of the video, and also I think it's Greg Cannon's Hoax of the Century. I think that's right, but I'll link those at the end of the video. Both of those are good companion books to this right here, but I think that's an interesting take on the flying saucer phenomenon, especially given that a lot of that technology has its roots all the way back in 1930s, advanced aircraft technology all the way back from the 30s, and early, the Nazis were working on some of that kind of stuff. So anyway, interesting read. This is not difficult to find, at least it wasn't when I think I might have even picked this up at a local used bookstore, but I don't think it's not one of the crazier sought after books. But anyway, Saucers of the Illuminati from 1999, and I believe that Jim Keith passed away not long after that. I think he had an accident at the Burning Man deal out in Nevada, and then passed away from a blood clot or something. Anyway, so there you go, Saucers of the Illuminati.